She was alert and conscious before being transported to the hospital. Her Major Crimes is leading the investigation. Now, for 4 days of searching, police have found the bodies of two missing boaters. They were killed in a horrific boat crash in Old Saybrook on Labor Day. The remaining victim was discovered at 4:30 yesterday afternoon, and this came after finding one of the other victims at noon. An officer noticed something was floating in the water and flagged down a second boat. It was later confirmed as one of the missing boaters. Police have not yet named either of the men. We have a first alert for later on today for rain, maybe thunder, a gusty wind. But the front part of the day looking pretty good through about the early afternoon. We'll be warming into the 70s, but then here comes the rain, especially by the evening hours. The first alert, anytime after 3, we'll be monitoring western Connecticut, but it's generally into the evening hours, that line of rain with embedded storms that could certainly impact our plans. So we're going to continue to see thickening clouds. The chance for showers very low through noon. A spot shower possible around, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But the main round, it starts to build in after 3. There's the early evening hours from west to east, coming in with a little bit of a punch. So could have a gusty wind, downpours, claps of thunder, and certainly impacts to any outdoor plans of this evening. So the weather is dusty. We're freshening up Dresden tomorrow. Have a great day.
It's 2024, and you're still using the same cable network? Frontier Fiber is...
Extended touchscreen use generally means that we've got to crouch down or sit on the floor if we're going to use the Win Ultra for a longer period of time. And I think that's kind of, it's not great, is it? Besides, there's nothing on the Ultra's touchscreen menu system that we can't access from the Wim Home app. Now,
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll dive into the details of the Live Harmony deck. First, I'll talk about the unboxing experience. Second, I'll talk about the build, the design, the connectivity, function and feature of the Harmony deck. Last but not least, my favorite part, I'll pop the bottom panel out and show you the internal beauty of the Live Harmony deck and share with you why I think it is a good design and why is it sounding good here in my system. Without further ado, operational, but the display is off. How to wake it up again? Press on the same button to wake up the screen, but the deck is operational. But if you were to turn off the deck, press and hold the button for 1 to 2 seconds and the deck will go into standby mode.
I missed it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome, one and all.
Yeah.
All of you, even you,
Oh,
to the WAN Show. Well, I've never welcomed you to the WAN Show before. If you think about it,
Probably have on the first episode
oh, maybe.
for a long time.
It might not have been called WAN Show at that point,
That's
though.
true.
So I'm saying this is it. For the first time, Luke, welcome to the WAN Show.
Thanks, bro.
We've got a great show lined up for you today. We never actually talked about this last week, but a well-known activist in the video game accessibility space doesn't appear to be real, allegedly. We're also going to be talking about what exactly happened this week when one of our videos got un-YouTubed. We'll talk a little bit about that, but there's going to be some more detail and a full video that's coming tomorrow. What else we got today?
Maybe our phones really are actually listening. Even though we've been gaslit that they haven't been this whole time.
Yeah,
Intriguing.
I never believed it.
Yes. Also, Concord sucked, I guess. It's offline.
Yeah, I was about
took
to
it
say.
down.
I was about to say. I mean, I wouldn't know. I didn't try it, but
Me
hey,
neither.
neither did any of you.
And now you can't.
You can't. We gotta go to work, unfortunately. So, I'm getting my shorts on.
The show is brought to you today by LG, Squarespace, 1Password, our chair partner Secret Lab, and our laptop partner LG. Dan, hold on a second. Before we get into this,
Yeah.
how can a show be sponsored by LG twice?
What? Oh.
And we're off to a good start. All right, let's jump right into our first.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Wait, no, I think it is, though. It
Yeah,
is.
I know.
That's cool.
YouTube unalived one of our videos this week. The popular series that we just started. So I'm maybe taking some artistic liberties when I call it a popular series, but
think it
our
was, though.
series De-Google Your Life had a part 2 that was uploaded a little over 2 weeks ago and sat there on YouTube for 2 weeks until earlier this week I received a notification that it had been removed for violating YouTube's community guidelines.
Holy shit.
Specifically,
You?
it was flagged as potentially harmful or dangerous content, which we'll get into this in a little bit more detail. Doesn't
my
necessarily mean that it included, instructions on bomb building or anything sort of overtly dangerous like that, but more meant
Doesn't necessarily mean it didn't include bomb
it
building.
is possible it included that. Did you ever play it backwards? Like those records from the 70s with the devil lyrics?
Yeah,
Did you?
That's fair. No, I didn't.
Well, now you
actually.
can't because it's not on YouTube. At least
It's on Flowplane.
At least it's not on our YouTube channel, where it is definitely is on Floatplane and
other people's YouTube channels.
other people's YouTube channels. So what we discovered is that category of violation
Well, it
is
ain't on
just
mine.
extremely broad, and they did provide a little bit more detail in terms of what was exactly
these shorts feel so good.
against the YouTube community guidelines in a follow, not a follow up, but in like an additional message. I can answer a couple of your main questions right now. One is if you want to watch this video, where can you go? And the only official source of it is lmg.gg/floatplane, where
Nice.
it will be forever because it doesn't violate Floatplane's terms of service. So there you have it. De-Google Your Life Part 2, where we talk about I'm actually not going to show the exact things we talk about because I don't need this episode of the WAN Show pulled down. Yeah.
Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cool. Anyway, there are other places where you can find it, but guys, this is yet another example.
All I do is wake up and ride.
Of diversifying their
All
revenue
I do
sources.
is
And this
wake
is something
up
that
and
I've been talking
ride.
about since day zero.
Yeah, for sure.
Both internally here at Linus Media Group and externally.
And watch
When
YouTube.
I did really
all I
unpopular
fucking
things in the
do.
past. Do you remember the
I
kind
do
of
other things, but I just
long
can't
chat
tell
we had to have with the
you.
audience the first time we did a baked-in sponsor spot
Oh,
into our
yeah.
video.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that was controversial.
Extremely.
Back
yeah.
when we did it, I think we were promoting an Intel like snowboard giveaway or something like that. That was either the first one.
I'm going outside to see
Or a
if I
very
should
early
wear
one, and Ed did
a
this like
tank
weird
top
little like
or
graphic
just
that he
go
created for it and stuff. And that was a
naked.
big deal back then. It was like, you money
I'll be
rubber
right back.
stereo job. Like the way the discourse around that kind of thing has changed in the last 11, 12 years.
Now when people don't have those, people are like, "What are you doing?
yeah, get
You
that
gotta get paid,
get
dude.
that bag
Get the
clean,
bag,
clean,
yeah.
you know, like
It's totally changed."
it's totally changed now. And so, you know, whether it is procuring your own sponsors, or whether it's starting a merch store, or whether it is providing video downloading and streaming services directly to your viewers via an alternative platform like Patreon or Nebula or Floatplane. We have strongly encouraged creators since day zero to look for ways to diversify their income streams, and this just is such a such a Streisand effecty
Oh, dude,
way
yeah.
of Google ultimately making our point for us in a way that I could never make so powerfully.
I do prefer it over them effectively like shadow banning the video, because that wouldn't have Streisand affected it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And thank you for bringing that up. Now, if anyone from YouTube watches this, I'm sure there'll be some internal conversations about, you know, taking that approach instead. Good job.
Yeah.
I mean, in general, it's true what he says. Shadow banning the offensive behavior is absolutely the lowest impact way of at least lowering its impact.
We've seen YouTube do that before with channels, so we know
Yep.
that's the thing that they do. You can find the channel, you can technically find the videos, but it's really hard. You almost need direct links to them. They'll like never be recommended to you under any circumstance.
Yep, but as it was, the way that they did it was not great. It ended up with, I think, Rossman made a video about it that has 500,000 views now.
Yeah.
His video, I think front page Reddit, like r/all, it has 30,000 upvotes just discussing Google pulling this video down. There are re-uploads of it that I'm not going to link to because
That's a question that I've seen from the audience a bunch. Actually,
I'm not
is-
interested in going to battle with YouTube over this. It's not.
Totally. Are you planning on doing anything on the LMG side about the other people uploading the videos? This is not me asking the question, but I've seen this asked from a bunch of other people. Just to be clear for the audience.
Do what?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Yeah. I think
What
that's
videos?
That's crystal clear to me. Sounds good.
What is?
Yeah. I mean, air.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's clear as a crystal.
Yeah.
Crystal air. I highly recommend it. It's delicious.
It sounds like if Crystal Light got into like flavored air.
Isn't that
Sorry.
just asbestos?
This is-
I assumed it was a Pepsi product.
I assume it's like one of those weird booths you find in like Las Vegas when they're trying to sell you like flavored air. or
Banana
whatever.
flavored asbestos.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Alright.
and I you know, like I said, I'm not going to say too much about it because our full kind of breakdown is going to be uploaded hopefully tomorrow. I might even get the call during this WAN show to have a look at the edit and make sure that it's good to upload.
Oh, we're releasing a video like talking about what happened.
Literally, we kind of pivoted this morning and we went, okay, at this point, it has officially Streisand affected, and not because we did anything.
Yeah,
we actually,
to be honest, we didn't do anything,
the
really.
first thing that I said to our Google contact, who, by the way, is great, and I'm not going to say anything that she said or didn't say about any of it because nothing she said is problematic in any way from my point of view. Effectively, all she did was kind of go, okay, here's the resources that you guys need, and it's just kind of pointed us at the places in the dashboard. She did everything totally great. I actually love our YouTube contact. She's amazing. But the first thing I said to her was, this is such a completely unnecessary, like, escalation of this, when if you guys had a problem, you literally have my cell phone number. You could have said, hey, this is a problem. And to be clear, I'm not even saying I should get special treatment in this case. I'm just saying that as a very large channel, regardless of how they feel about me or my channel, doing this without talking to us and without even attempting to rectify the situation, to
Not
tell
that
us
you
what's wrong.
necessarily would have changed it.
Not that
anyways.
we necessarily would have
They
changed
would
it
have
anyway.
appreciated some form of
I didn't even
heads
say
up
that.
at the very least.
I didn't even say that.
I'm just because it.
No. I want to make it clear.
Yeah.
I was not asking for a heads up.
Oh,
What I was saying was, strategically, this just seems like a pretty dumb move.
yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
And that was the first thing I said about it. And I'm not going to say what she did or didn't say in response to that because I'm not looking to get her in trouble. She's
Sure.
amazing.
Yeah.
But I was just like, with every factor considered, and I'm not saying I would have done anything differently or that I wouldn't have just left it up or that I wouldn't have just said fuck you or whatever, right?
Would have changed it.
Because
yeah.
I'm not even going there. All I'm saying is this seems like the highest impact possible way
yeah.
that you guys could have approached this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's one of those things where I feel like sometimes it just comes down to engineers making decisions rather than, like people whose specialty is sort of human relations and human interactions and human behavior, people who see things in terms of numbers and in terms of policy. And you know what? I gotta own my part of the blame here, right? Like I did put them in a challenging position by uploading a video that violated TOS. It's that simple.
Did it violate TOS?
We get into yes.
Okay.
Whether or not that should be the TOS, we're gonna leave that to people's judgment.
Got it.
But in the video, we do lay out how we did in fact violate TOS. So I'm not complaining. I'm not going to sit here and throw a little hissy fit and re-upload my video and then get a strike and then complain about that and turn this into like a drama snowball. That's absolutely not going to happen. But what I will say is I think they went about this in the supremely wrongest possible way. And what I would like to see is I'd like to see them approach these things in the future more like they handle things like copyright, where the video doesn't get ripped down.
It's back and forth.
Yeah, the owner flags it, and to be clear, the way they handle copyright is not perfect. I'm just saying there are some things that we can learn from YouTube's existing systems about how we could do this better. So you get a notification. In the meantime, any AdSense earned by the videos goes into escrow, and then once the claim dispute is resolved, that funds that is in escrow either goes to the copyright claimant or it goes to the uploader who had their video claimed against.
Yeah.
And so that was how it worked for a long time. And then now it's actually a little bit better. You can use AI to remove infringing music, for example, so that you can maintain your AdSense
right there.
without actually just reallocating all of it to the owner of the
with the
song
text.
you used for 40 seconds of a 1 hour video or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
So there's also the opportunity to trim out the infringing part. So we've done that on WAN Show before, where we've shown like a movie trailer or something like that, which I actually maintain is fair use. I'm not willing to go to court to defend it, but I strongly believe that watching a movie trailer on a podcast or on a stream,
Advertisement.
it's an advertisement.
Yeah.
And when you look at the impact, like there's the 4 pillars, right? And in that case, I think the main pillar that matters is the one where it's the the effect of the use on the potential market for or value of the work.
If anything.
You would be crazy, utterly deranged, unhinged to like willfully like make a human decision and go, these guys are stealing my commercial. How dare they?
These people didn't pay to access my commercial?
And rip it down, right? Like that's just crazy. And people are saying apparently this is totally a thing. Cam Fam Bam in Floatplane Chat says Warner apparently went after Mumbo. I don't know who that is, but for the Minecraft trailer video. Now, in that case, that's a little bit different, because if you're just playing the trailer,
Charging my
and
phone.
especially if you're being positive about it, then the impact
And then
on the market
we
of
go
the work, or the potential
riding.
market for the work is very positive. If you are
29
showing the
minutes
trailer
till
in
it's
its
full.
entirety and then just like crapping on it for 25 minutes, that particular pillar weakens a lot, right? But there's 4 pillars. So I think when it comes to things like marketing collateral, I still think there's very, very strong arguments to be made for the fair use repurposing of commercials and advertising imagery and stuff like that. What was I even talking about now? I forget.
I don't know. I'm looking at the Minecraft trailer now.
No, well, no, have you watched it yet?
No.
No, don't watch
can't
it.
close
You
that, close it.
wait, we can go.
What did you expect that was going to
It's
do?
one of the topics of the. I was hitting the space bar. I was pausing it.
I'm pretty sure you hit the trackpad.
Well, I'm pretty sure that you hit the trackpad.
Like, okay, when I closed it, yeah?
Anyway, the point is that.
So are you talking about how we often have to trim out trailers and then we're going to watch a trailer on the show?
Oh yeah, right. Hey, thank you. That was actually really helpful.
No problem.
So yeah, one of the other mechanisms is offering the ability to trim out the offending section so that the copyright holder's claim can be removed. But that was not given as an option. Instead, the entire video was pulled out, even though, as far as we can tell, there were only small parts of it that were in violation of the TOS. So I would like to see, in the longer term, I'd like to see YouTube reevaluate this system in a way that you don't have to be a major YouTuber in order, with a contact at YouTube, in order to resolve something like this in a way that isn't just the video gets pulled down. The trick there, though, is building a system that doesn't enable bad actors. So if you're the kind of person who is uploading harmful content, let's say you are recruiting to a terrorist organization or something like that, if they provide clear exact timestamps for what exactly was infringing, then you are enabling those bad actors to trim just that little bit and re-upload it and happily go along their merry way. Yes, everything we're doing is fine because we used this particular euphemism and left out that exact word, right? So it's a balancing act, but I would like to see them do better, and I think other than that, we can pretty much move on. Subscribe to Floatplane.
Yeah.
Oh, hilarious. Apparently, no, there are actually 2 official ways to watch that video that support Linus Media Group.
Oh,
On floatplane.com,
yes.
or... Hold on, I'm going to find it. Oh, man. Here we go.
Someone called it. That's actually really surprising.
Oh, bollocks.
I'm really Muskie. Good job.
Oh, well, whatever. I'm not logged in, but
Can you not watch videos unless you're logged in?
I have no idea. Sure, whatever. What is it? Ugh. Do you
This is the way
have
it's
to
set
log
up,
into
looks
Billy
like.
Dilly to watch a video now?
You didn't used to.
Yeah, I know. Crazy. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, our official Billy Dilly channel apparently has it with Chinese subtitles, so you can watch it there if you really want. All right. What do you want to talk about next? That's the big drama topic this week.
I've got something that's not on the dock.
Oh, sure. Yeah, hit me.
Why don't you... Actually, no, I'll just do it. Look at this.
Okay. Hey, lttlabs.com. What exactly is it that you want to talk about?
You notice something?
From the lab.
The
Where's
3090?
Oh, there's a feed on the right.
These are blogs.
Oh, cool.
So we have mixed content now. So we have products on the left and articles on the right.
Very cool.
It looks a little bit different. You still got the color coding for the different articles and your little compare buttons, which look all nice and neat and all that kind of stuff. But we're trying to highlight some of the blogs and articles a little bit more. So, I don't know. Check out the website. That's all I really have to say. I think it looks better.
Very cool.
More content there. Just having these, the products kind of gridded out made it, I don't know how to describe it properly, but I think having more stuff here is good. And having the articles
More
listed
details?
here as well, I think is interesting because while you might be interested in,
I think it
in
looks
individual
good.
products that are on the left, I think it's more likely that the articles will hit a broader range of people. So
Yeah. Schwarzien says, I like that there's more about the fold. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
yeah,
100%
I think it's
agreed.
good. I think it'll be good.
Very cool.
Good job.
All right.
Team.
What do you want to talk about next? How about...
Should we do the thing we missed last week?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Sure.
So this is honestly, even though, man, this kind of stuff is hard because it's one of those things where there's a bit of a disconnect between what I know cognitively and the general sort of state that I like to live in where I feel like things are mostly okay, you know? Cognitively, I know how possible it is with the tools that exist today to become a different person online or even fabricate a person online and use that identity to fool or in many cases defraud others, right? I know that we cover that stuff all the time, whether it's deep fake technology or using LLMs to generate sad stories on Facebook that send people to GoFundMe's or whatever it is, right? You can fabricate entire people out of the ether. I know that, but still, this read on IGN, which is probably the best piece of journalism I've seen from IGN in years.
Maybe years.
I was being nice. Let's go with in years.
Sure.
Was chilling to read. I would strongly encourage you guys. I'm going to go ahead and drop this in the Floatplane chat, and I'm going to ask Dan real quick to maybe repeat that link and huck it into the YouTube and Twitch chats. I would strongly encourage you guys to go read the whole article because we can't get into every little detail, but what I will give you guys is a summary, and basically what it comes down to is that Susan Banks, who was a prominent video game accessibility advocate and co-founder of the website Can I Play That, was thought to have died in 2019. But the report from IGN raises serious doubts as to whether she ever existed at all. She was supposedly a deaf Turkish immigrant who had worked as a model and financial asset manager before becoming a professor at a notable deaf university. But when IGN asked for comment, the university denied she had ever worked there. Between 2015 and her apparent death in 2019, she blogged extensively and often interacted with other advocates and news organizations. However, these interactions were exclusively through social media or emails, which most people attributed to her being deaf, which I can tell you from my own experience with the deaf community is a totally, completely normal thing for them to prefer text communication. It's like my own mom is hard of hearing, and she taught at a school for the deaf for many years. That's the reason that I have picked up on some American Sign Language.
So they want visual.
And so I'm already familiar with the kinds of accessibility equipment that existed before the internet was necessarily widespread. So like we had a TTY in our house, which is essentially a keyboard phone.
Oh, sweet.
And so you use it through like a relay operator to conduct phone calls, or at least you did back before every brand had a live chat or whatever else. But you'll still find like TTY access numbers on things like government websites and things like that. So the point I'm trying to make is that it really would not have raised any kind of weird alarm bells if someone who is deaf or hard of hearing preferred to communicate via text and also preferred not to turn their camera on. So, moving on. If Banks is in fact a fake person, the most likely suspect seems to be her supposed romantic partner, Cody Craven, who facilitated many of her communications. According to an associate of Craven, Craven claimed that Banks was hospitalized after dropping a KitchenAid mixer on her foot, which resulted in the amputation first of one leg, then of the other leg 2 days later.
Oh my God.
When this associate contacted the hospital where Banks was recovering in order to send flowers, the hospital denied they had any patient by that name.
One thing that's interesting is, like someone in Floatplane chat posted up like privacy policies and stuff like that. I'm kind of surprised you can just like call a hospital and figure out if someone's there or not.
No, you can.
Without having relations with that person or anything.
No, you can definitely do it. I had to do it a little while ago. You can definitely do it.
Intriguing. Okay.
Yeah, I think they kind of expect you to demonstrate a little bit that you like
Know what you're talking
know
about?
what you're talking about, but no, it's definitely a thing.
Social engineering. Someone said in Floatplane chat. Yeah, true.
So the associate then hired a private investigator who found no evidence or any legal record of Banks whatsoever. Craven, meanwhile, so this was the supposed romantic partner, was apparently showered in gifts and sympathy whenever he posted about his partner's illness and recovery. Since announcing Banks' death by stroke in 2019, Coty Craven has dated two other surprisingly similar deaf women whose existence has also come into question. After being reached for comment by IGN, Craven strongly requested that the piece not be published, then began deleting all of his social media accounts. My notes continue. These kinds of bizarre schemes aren't new, but they're becoming easier to pull off with modern tools. In addition to entirely AI-generated influencers, there are apparently already several fake influencers created by stealing real influencers' photos and adding deepfaked AI faces to them.
No way.
However, other influencers have made tons of money off people using their own faces but otherwise fabricating facts about their life and circumstances. That's not really a however, that's in addition to.
Yeah. You know about the fake planes and stuff like that. What was the grift, though? Did they make money off this?
So the grift was, no, I believe there was at least, you got to read the whole IGN article to find all the details. But yeah, between things like requests for donations to help out and being an apparently sort of able-bodied person who could create this persona of someone who would have.
Let's go. I knew it.
Check it out, okay?
Great DraftKings offer and NFL Plus. I feel like I just scored.
Best touchdown dance of all time.
It's old school.
Oh, you on old school?
Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty.
New customers score this great offer and a month of NFL Plus premium.
Oh, we have the sheriff. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got two. What's the sheriff here? Here? They're talking outside the building now.
So, can you please tell me what's going on here?
So, this guy's a sergeant. I'm not sure what his rank would be, but he has to go to a situation. So, we're going to hang out with the city inspector and go through all of this.
Oh, shit. What's going on?
So this is all caused from what was going on out here during the block party and having complaints come from a neighbor 3 doors down across the street. So we're going to find out what exactly is the potential outcome of all this. So it's hard to say. I'm not really sure at the moment.
Like, you know, like, what are you doing here or something? Like, yeah, I just like kind of, I just saw like your Instagram.
Yeah.
Alright, I just saw your Instagram and then you were doing like the YouTube and stuff. Like, I just saw the Instagram, but I just wanted to know. I'm not a car guy, as you can see from my car.
Convert you.
Huh?
Yeah, convert you.
Cool,
We'll convert
man.
you to a car guy. Warehousing,
Warehousing.
okay, light manufacturing,
Okay.
and car storage.
The car storage.
Yeah, and then obviously so the camera make YouTube videos, but we don't have any customers here.
Okay.
In fact, most of the building's empty. Let's just see when we do it too.
Alright. I'll have to take a look at it from inside.
Yeah.
Take some pictures. Like, if you
That's
don't mind.
fine.
Same use as the people that were here before us that had everything approved by the city. And before we signed a lease, we did our due diligence as
Yeah.
far as the EM1-2 zoning.
Yeah, there's
That's
like,
wide.
yeah, like I have like there's like the previous report.
Yeah, it's
there,
all the
so-
exact same.
So like yeah, I'll have like a go through. It's like kind of like I mean if it matches generally, you know what's going on here.
I read the zoning laws. We can have livestock here. We can have a crematorium here. It's quite wide and broad.
Good job.
So.
Oh, that's for me.
That's right. It's my Instacart order. Sorry, guys. Thanks, brother. So you have a bit of manufacturing, some warehousing, and mostly storage.
Okay.
As far as like any leasehold improvements, we haven't changed anything since the previous tenants. I don't plan to.
Pretty big empty box here.
30,000 square feet.
So like
That's where we
you
get the whole layout.
didn't have like you didn't have any like tenant improvements so to speak on here. Okay. Alright.
They did it all for us. They spent apparently $500,000 putting in all the walls and stuff that were all approved before we came in.
Sure.
Electrical. So we were like, this is a steal.
Okay. Alright. Do you mind if I take some pictures?
Yeah, no, go for it. After you, gentlemen. So, yeah, almost 9 months.
Hide the weed.
Let's see. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, like this. September. Yeah. We just walked in. Yeah. This is the first Sunday come. We're really Yeah, simple. Yeah. We've had fire and all the other inspectors here.
North is that way, so north is there, right? So this is north, so we just came from here.
Oh, yeah. So I get it. So this is the first office.
Okay.
Yeah. This is Guy's first day. So ask him all the tough questions. Guy, let's get you into the light.
The music got me all worried, but I'm not worried anymore.
First day shows up, the cops show up, and the city inspector shows up.
I'm
not sure. Realtors.
Realtors? Hey,
Seems like you guys are.
do you have like this body realtor?
This is my office. A little messy, but all above board. Yeah. That's a racing simulator. You want to see it? That's how we start you. Yeah, that's how you get in the car. Because technically that's electric. In all
So
fairness.
true.
Yes.
If you go left here, I'll show you the navigation area. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. The only thing that's air conditioned is the other side. Yeah. You know how much? So just the air conditioned mat is $4 grand a month.
You don't have any retail going on?
Yeah, bro. The bills here are real. So we don't have any customers that visit the property whatsoever.
Alright, so you guys don't sell cars?
No, we don't sell cars.
Okay.
We have a merchandise business, so there's a warehousing space for our clothing and apparel.
Oh, okay.
As you can see, we're trying to scale our business to ShipStation.
Am I going to be in your YouTube tonight or what?
Well, we just filmed because our attorneys were like, hey, film everything so we know what happened. So we were like, okay. So, yeah. I'm not joking. Yeah, I know where I am right now.
Okay. Ladies know, right? And I don't want to be like, I don't want to be hated by millions of people.
Oh, no. People are you're just the messenger.
Not even the messenger. Right. Just FYI, you know, it's like, I may come back next week or week following with building and safety inspector too. That's just gonna say FYI because like they said when the complaint was received, like it was distributed multiple agencies. I mean, I'm told is, hey Phil, you need to go here.
100%.
You
You gotta come.
Yeah, and then like you know, it looks like the building and safety also building and safety also got the same call. So like they made
Say that again.
Building and safety.
Got it.
Yeah, I got the same call that I got, and they are usually slower than we are. So like I came first, but you know the chances are that building and safety will come back next week, and building and safety will come to visit you next week, and I may be tagging them like you know like next time. So like it's kind of FYI, right? Okay.
This question for you.
All right, this is.
You need me to stand by still?
Yes, please. You know, I think that was a thing. You know. All right, this is the heart and soul of your collection.
There's a few of our cars over here.
Okay. My son will go crazy to see this car.
Which one?
All of them.
All of them, yeah. Especially the Bentley.
Yeah, my son is a big car person than I am.
You like video games?
Huh?
Just play video games?
Teenage boy, dude. So, like we're kind of a little bit of sidekick. Like when I got that car, like when I told like the story, when I told my kids that hey, we're gonna have an electric car, and my son was, oh, we're going to get Tesla. Why? And I was like, no, it's a Chevy Bolt. He didn't even know what that was. When he saw like what it looks like, he was like, this is just a car, not an EV. I was like, all right, it's like you know, so fair enough. Hey Dave, can you point me where we are?
Here.
Okay, all right, here. Oh, here.
Yeah, and there's a door to the other
All
side.
right. There's a door outside. Okay. All right. So, what do you guys do with this car?
Just drive around.
Just drive around, like inside of like on the premises.
We drive around all over the world, so we're actually heading to Vietnam on Tuesday, so I'll ship a car to Vietnam, we'll do tours. So basically, our whole thing is we have these cars in our collection.
Okay.
We'll do some modifications to them, and we'll tour the world in them.
Okay.
And we make YouTube videos and drive around. This is just our HQ, where we basically park the cars.
So
Every
you,
day is
store the
crazy.
cars over here and like do some modification. Maybe like is it like kind of like taking like engine overhaul type thing?
It's light manufacturing, so and you'll see some of the equipment we have. So I want to put a wing on a car, modify some of the
like appearances.
Right. Yeah, any engine manufacturer would happen offsite because we don't have the skill set or the technicians for that.
There's like a car we're working on that you'll see in the other room, a Ferrari, and the whole engine process was sent to a shop in Huntington Beach.
So like, okay, you know, like because I'm not a car person, you know, like it's like when you say like modification, it could be like a bunch of variety of different things, and I need to kind of like just
metal welding.
Specify, you know,
manufacturing.
And if you're a changing carburetor or like the transmission, that's just a whole different thing than changing the fender, you know, like so. I just wanted to like the kind of detailed information.
It's like fabrication. So let's say you want to add on this car, for example, that front splitter. You see those metal things on there?
Yeah. Okay.
Those are manufactured for personal use. So we don't sell them to a customer. We don't sell them online.
Okay.
They're just for our cars, so that when we take that car across the country, it's safe.
So, like these cars, like you guys, like when you go to like the next location, where like wherever that could be, are you guys taking like one of these cars or like all three of them?
It depends. I mean, we might send these cars back to Canada. They might go to Mexico. They might go overseas. It always changes. So really, there's no rhythm or rhyme. It's basically just what we feel like doing that day, as far as which car we want to drive. That's fun.
Sounds like. What about that car over there?
That's a friend's car. This guy.
We have lots of room for storage, as you can see. So all of our friends want to leave their cars here. That's kind of the one downside to this place. Everybody's like, hey, let's be the DD mini storage.
Okay, do you want to be in my picture? Or
take your picture?
No, like, do you want to be in my picture?
It doesn't matter. I'm not shy. So this is our light manufacturing. We actually had the hazmat people come by from the fire department.
Say so long to summer with up to 30% off during the final weekend of Raymore and Flanagan's Labor Day sale. Or enjoy now and pay later. Take advantage of financing and pay no interest for 72 months. This is the final weekend for unbeatable Labor Day deals at Raymore and Flanagan.
Kayak. Why do people use Kayak to compare hundreds of travel sites at once? I don't get it. I like to do things myself. Even if I don't get a great deal, I still feel connected to it. What kind of connection would I have with the salmon if I bought it at the supermarket? We are connected.
Kayak. Search one and done.
On there.
Yeah, they came by and they approved it.
They came by because of another complaint.
Okay.
That's the nice thing about being on YouTube. Everybody has haters, so.
So they came.
Every hater can find a phone number and make a phone.
You know, like nobody's being hated. Nobody's being hated than government employees. You know, you can tell. You can tell for sure.
I'm here.
I'm here.
So the fire department came and did their inspection and deemed the volume we have of welding tools is below a certain threshold. We don't need to have permits for it.
Oh, you don't have a permit for that. Like,
We didn't have to be.
okay. Did you like have like? Did that fire department guy leave any kind of contact information?
Yeah, for it too.
Okay.
I have to search for my email.
Okay, all right, and please, like, send me the realtors' information and fire guys' information. So if like thing happens, if needed, I can contact them and I can figure it out. Like if what they have actually said. I trust you guys, but I always I'm always just like kind of have to double check, triple check. Look at that car over there. What is that doing here? So like basically this one right here, the black car, that you guys are working on it, and you can modify it to you kind of modify it and make it look like one of those cars.
This is Mike's car, so he drove it to work today.
Okay.
We might do a few.
Oh, this is not your project car, so to speak. No?
It is a project car.
It is a project car.
So he bought it. It had some damage. It had an engine that was blown up. So he removed the engine and sent it to that other facility we're talking about.
Okay.
They rebuilt the engine. He brought it back, put it back in the car. Car runs again.
So you are kind of putting like those kind of like things over there.
So it's just cutting metal. So we do a lot of stuff for aesthetics. aesthetics, like that roll cage in that car made here and manufactured here. But anything like inside an engine and all that happens somewhere else, because we might put the engine in and out, but we don't have the technology or skill set to build an engine. What we do here is fabrication, so the metal work.
Okay. All right.
So, Mike.
What's up?
How you doing, bro? Good morning. Good.
Ooh. So you would fall under all this stuff was made here by this guy. So.
No, it's like checking these things, but I always say it's hard and it's like even it's kind of like so to speak. So it's interesting how it looks like.
That's all the work. I always know he does it all. I just watch. Lots of work.
Alright. Oh, so even style of person curiosity, like what kind of brand and model is this?
This is a Ferrari F12. So it's a V12 Ferrari that's been obviously converted to have the twin turbos on the top. So these big things up here, basically.
Can you speak in English, please?
This is my translator. So what is this?
Basically, we made this crazy exhaust system to try to get it to sound like a Formula One car, like that really high pitch, like.
That's a lot better to understand. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you have 1, 2, 3 car really cool car.
And all parking out here.
Alright. Back to the sun.
Yeah, it's hot out here. Yeah, this heat wave.
So where are we going next time? I heard that you guys are like taking off next week. Like we're
Tuesday, we're off to Vietnam. We're driving from Vietnam to Singapore with 120 cars.
Like you're driving from Vietnam to Singapore?
Yeah.
Like how long is that? What's the distance?
2,800 miles.
2,800 miles.
We'll do it in 6 days.
Okay.
So we shipped a car from LA.
Yeah, like one of those 3 cars.
Yeah, Lamborghini.
Like yeah, what's like how are the road condition like? What did
We'll find out. We've never been.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is this? What is this for?
It used to be, so back in the 60s, American Racing was here and they made wheels.
Okay.
So the same idea, light manufacturing, where they had the aluminum smelters out here in the lot. And then they had these areas here, obviously, for like an employee area, fancy and cool. So I think it was built in the 60s. I believe it's the same owner since day one. He owns all those land agreements. He is rich. We are not. He is rich.
Come on, like you guys have 3 luxury cars, man.
They're leased. They're leased. Go kid yourself. Yeah. We keep all this going so we can make the payments, which are very expensive.
I keep on doing this so that I can make my mortgage payments. So.
Right?
Yeah. I feel you, man. Oh yeah, like the one of the videos that I saw, like you guys have a party over here?
Yeah, we had a little event to keep people in the car community into one safe place.
Okay.
So we had it here. We had 16 security guards, and basically we had a little car show. So people park their cars out here. They can see the cars in a safe environment. And yeah, it was pretty cool.
I mean, like it's like, and also like another FYI. I'm gonna check if that could be under the jurisdiction of special event permit. And we have like things called special event permit. Yeah, I'll check that out and I can get back to you if that is required or not.
Sure.
Right.
So when I reviewed with the realtor this morning, the zoning is very broad in this area. I mentioned earlier, light manufacturing, crematorial services, livestock.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. That's why I keep on saying that I may have to get back to you. I check it. Because even for me, like complexity of this area, it requires me to do a little more research than I do. And that's why I wanted to hear what you guys out, what you guys doing, how you guys operate your business, rather than giving you like directions or not directions, like kind of nagging on you, like saying, hey, you have to do X, Y, and G. You can do X, Y, and G. I'm like, that's why I'm here, like, hearing, like, what you're telling me, and I'm going to take a look at what's allowed and what's not, and I'll get back to you, and like, we'll go from there.
Let me ask you this question while you're here. So out front,
can we go to? Yeah, can you go straight? Yeah.
He's already under there. Smart. Smart, right?
Hey guys, I'm wearing a long sleeve with a vest under. I'm not going to be standing on the side.
So in this area, obviously, kind of a rough area, lots of people living in RVs. Is that zone for RV parking out front?
No.
So that's not allowed.
That's like, and his department has a dedicated team to taking care of like all the like this unhoused people.
Yeah.
And
what was the issue? What was the question?
So a lot of people park their RVs out front. In fact, there's like, as you know, hundreds of them, people living there. Is this zone to park RVs in the street?
So LA County allows that kind of parking, but if they're not up to date with the registration, stuff like that, or they're in some kind of disturbance where they're leaving trash and stuff like that.
Do you know what the honest issue here is? Is all the big tractor trailers go into the storage yards, they block the driveway all day long because they're trying to back or drive their truck into one of the storage facilities, and they'll basically park their rigs out there. Are they allowed to park on the street? So probably get other vehicles and leave them for 20, 30 minutes.
This is your chance to get 2 top-of-the-line trimmers on the low. I was browsing the Manscaped website and something caught my eye. This is the Beard and Balls bundle. Let's check it out. Looks like it has the beard hedger. No surprise. Right away, it feels perfect for shaping my beard. It just feels professional. It's waterproof, has a titanium-coated stainless steel blade, and can trim up to 20 different lengths with one adjustable guard. Because you don't want to use your beard trimmer on your balls, this bundle also comes with the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. It takes care of everything down low with skin-safe technology that helps to prevent nicks and cuts. Get the Beard and Balls bundle with free shipping only at manscaped.com.
Shouldn't be doing.
They're not allowed to do that. Okay.
Like right now, if they see me there, they're probably gonna think like, I should be.
Because a few, I know the one down to the left, they have it most of the time. We'll go back up down the street. Sometimes we'll have deliveries here or trying to get out and do something for what we do for a living, and we actually literally can't do our business. So
we do have a parking enforcement, and you'll see them. They usually drive a white car, something like that. They're usually here pretty much 4 days out of the week. They're out here either ticketing them or red tagging them. It might be for illegal parking, and we just keep going.
And I think that's ultimately for us being here is we want to be a steward of the community and have pauses, especially in the car community with all this crap going on and takeovers, all the illegal activity. We thought have somewhere completely legal, safe, to have a positive influence. And it was really unfortunate when we had our little event that somebody got upset by that, because the intent is, hey, like how do we make this positive versus all the negative attention on the news? And our brand is about that. Like everything's a contained environment, everything's safe. Everything's supposed to be by the book, and we did our due diligence before signing the lease. And I understand someone complains, and this is where we are. So we just want to do whatever we have to do to make it proper, because we're not trying to hide anything. It's all on the internet. Like there is no hiding for us. We build the cars, drive the cars. We don't sell anything here. You know, we
literally film in this building every single day.
Yeah.
So what you see is what you get, man.
And it's like for us for 3 years with the exact same business, exact same model, exact same usage.
Yeah, they built cars here. They filmed cars here. They do burnouts out in the back lot here. That's it. That's all that they would do.
Fans come by.
And fans come by. Get a monster truck driving in the back. That's all on the internet. That's all documented. You can go find all that stuff. Hoonigan. They were here for 3 years, and that's who leased us the building with all the rights to saying you can do the same thing because that's what we did.
I'm just getting surprised at how skillful you are with the camera. It's like switching the cameras as if it's nothing, you know, like so.
11 years, man. This is what I've done for 11 years.
Step one, we do come in. What's the next step?
11, baby. 11.
What is we're doing here?
11.
In the M1-2 zoning.
That's what I'm going to figure out. You know, like I'll have to again, because complexity or the zoning law.
Well, I'm glad you all enjoyed, but I gotta go ride.
Yeah.
and I'll upload this on
All
YouTube.
that I can say is, like, you know,
Toodles.
it's like
Love, love.
If you are doing what you're doing within like the boundary of like what's allotted. I don't have